Bless up Electroculture family. I wanted to make a longer form video explaining all the equipment that we now offer from the fertilecurrent.com. We have some new accessories available and some new antenna models. So I wanted to go over each thing that we offer in our lineup, in our family of products, delineate the differences, the similarities, and help answer any questions that anyone might have to help them figure out which Electroculture antenna setup and accessories may be right for you. This is our CW1 Pulling Down Heavens CW1 Paramagnetic Electroculture antenna. This is the classic aerial antenna. This antenna is designed to be mounted at 20 feet or higher to maximize the aerial spears and the atmospheric electricity. It includes a thermocouple, telluric collection rod, magnets in phase with that current, voltaic stack, 33 atmospheric spears, and our core filling of highly paramagnetic basalt. This is one of our newer offerings, the CW1 Plus, the Pulling Down Heavens Plus model. Has all the standard features of the regular CW1 with the addition of the 15 centimeter Lakhovsky ring, which is in a copper mount that allows for the angle of the ring to be adjusted for polarity and coherence, adding more subtle voltage to our antenna. And this again is intended to be mounted at 20 feet or higher to maximize all features. This is our CW2 model, Asha. This model is designed to be maximized at any height, so it doesn't require a specific height to be maximized and can be installed lower or higher depending on what your desires are. Other than that, it has a 1/2 inch diameter, a slim down body versus the 3/4 inch diameter body of the CW1 models. It has a tensor rod for piezoelectricity, the brass telluric collection rod, the in-phase magnets, the voltaic stack, the paramagnetic core filling, and the thermocouple. Thermocouples are creating voltage utilizing what's known as the Seebeck effect. Essentially, different metals at different temperatures create voltage between them, and we're directly wiring that into our system. This, one of our newer offerings, is the CW2 Plus, the Asha Plus. So like the other Plus model, the addition of the 15 centimeter split ring resonator and otherwise all the standard features of the CW2 Asha model. If you notice, all of our antennas do come with a brass coupler that makes installation to your ground line very simple. This big guy right here is the CW3 Monofeast model. This is our largest model, being 1 inch in diameter body, bigger magnets. It contains more paramagnetic basalt internally, has 2 tensor rods that are equal length, but they are offset for yin and yang relative positioning. Larger magnets in phase with that brass telluric collection rod, voltaic stack, and thermocouple. This right here, one of our newer models, is the CW3 Plus, the Monofeast Plus. All the features of the CW3 Monofeast model with the addition of the 15 centimeter split ring resonator. Again, that is adjustable for polarity and coherence sake. Double tensor rods. All the components of these antennas are hardwired internally to the main lead wire, so you're getting the benefit of all of these directly insulated circuitry internally. This guy right here is the CW4 Inside Voices model. It is our smallest model, yet it has more features really truly than any of the models, having this connection point for frequency generators or radionics devices for experimentation or radionics fertilization, things like that. It does come with a coupler. It can be mounted and used outdoors. However, I did originally design it as kind of an indoor electroculture option. The coupler slips off. This longer piece here slips down directly into the container of a house plant or a potted plant. And then you can use it directly indoors. It's an all copper design, paramagnetic core filling, thermocouple, in-phase magnets, smaller diameter voltaic stack, brass rod, frequency generator connection, atmospheric collection copper rods, tensor rod, and the brass coupler, of course. So this guy right here has a lot going on in a small size. This device is our telluric tree revitalizer. This is designed to be used specifically on smaller trees, saplings, or plants. It can drive directly into the ground. It is mounted on this poplar rod. It is insulated from the wood so that when it's wet, you're not losing it, you're not having bleed out of the system. Has the split ring resonator, 30 centimeters It is adjustable, the angle of the ring, has the brass telluric collection rod, voltaic stack, and in-phase magnets. And this is great to use alone or in conjunction with the paramagnetic tree paste. In addition to the mountable antennas, I also have a lot of accessories available now on the fertilecurrent.com, and I want to go over them. This is a nice analog tool. It's a harmonious 3-ring split ring resonator set at 1, 1/2, and 1/4 wavelength, so 30 centimeters, 15 centimeters, and 7.5 centimeters, twisted in a tensor. These can be used around the base of a plant or hung on the limb of a plant and have many historical uses in agriculture. Here we have the inline oscillators, the inline crystal oscillators. I have them made with different varieties of quartzes. We have Lemurian blue needle quartz, amethyst, rose quartz, citrine, and another blue needle Lemurian quartz. These devices wire directly in line. Typically you're going to want to use them right below the antenna or at some point in the line, traversing from antenna to the point of the soil surface before the ground line enters the soil. So this is made for frequency stabilization as well as more piezoelectric generation through the tensor as well as through the heating and cooling of the quartz crystals in the sun. They are each one of a kind and will be listed on the website as such. So the one you see in the listing is the one you will receive. Over here we have one of the newest offerings. It's the piezo arc amplifiers. These utilize direct pressure on quartz through clamps and then also proprietary length and gauge copper tensors made into coil loop antennas for frequency and also for piezoelectric generation. And they are hardwired to this wire and alligator, which clips directly onto your ground line or the base of the antenna, the lead line. And these are modular accessories that can fit on any of our model antennas and can be taken on and off within seconds or changed out between different models. So they're a very modular accessory. These right here are the magnetic signal boosters. These are the magnets that will go on the ground line on the ferromagnetic galvanized steel ground line that's in the soil. They are marked polarity, so you know which way to put them on. And the ground wire simply slips through the center of these, and then the magnetic field surrounds the ground line. This is to induce more electromagnetic voltage into the ground. Over here we have our CWB hive antennas. These are for an apiary or beehive, backyard beekeepers, what have you. The split ring resonators mount directly onto the hive box. There are rubber insulators and hardware kits, brass nails, and a rubber gasket bottom plate. This entrance plate uses the brass nails. You put this directly onto the entrance of the hive. The ring is behind the split ring resonator mounted to the hive. The gap faces north, and the clip simply clips directly to that lead wire off of the copper entrance plate, and those are hard welded. So that concludes our little tour of equipment here. Hope that's helpful. If anyone has any questions, please reach out. Everything here is on thefertilecurrent.com, as well as our Fertile Current t-shirts like I'm wearing right now. And let's get it popping. Like, let me know what you want to do. Help you put together a system. Pretty much have everything set up for any scenario, whether it's a large farm or a small backyard garden or just a few boxes. So hit me up. Let's get it. Much love, many blessings.